looks to salvage the series. It's Game 3 from Columbia. I'm Dave, College of Charleston at Clemson. Now at the helm, Grayson at South Carolina.
Yeah, he's stood on that top step at a couple different spots. So close to having an emotional first victory yesterday and unable to close it out, but looking to right the ship here today.
It's a first pitch strike from Brandon Stone to Damian Ruiz. Ruiz, a redshirt junior from Livingston, Texas. Transfer from Lamar. Quickly in the hole, 0-2. He's the team leader in batting average, .375, 3 homers and 12 driven in. All 3 homers this week. One on Tuesday in the midweek win over Northern Colorado. And it's a 3-pitch strikeout for Stone.
Yeah, we've seen the strikeout numbers tick up a little bit for Stone this year. That sinker-slider combo is really good, especially when he's getting ahead. Tunnels it well and gets Ruiz to chase for the first out.
This is the 3rd start of the season for Stone, his 8th appearance. There are a couple appearances on Friday and Sunday a week ago at Florida. Gets ahead of Kojal. Camden Kojal is a junior from Omaha, Nebraska. A preseason All-American, preseason first-team All-SEC selection in his 2nd season with the Razorbacks. Team leader in most offensive categories heading into this weekend. He's had a good series. He's 4 for 8. He homered on Friday night. Also walked and hit by a pitch. .600 on base percentage through 2 games. Grounds foul. Multi-hit game, I'm sorry, Grayson, on Friday for his 10th of the year.
Yeah, I was going to say, you know, a lot of the times on Sundays in the SEC, you get some higher scoring games, but with the 2 guys on the mound today, and Stone and Fisher, both guys that have excellent numbers coming into this one, maybe in store for a little more of a low-scoring game.
That's what we had yesterday. We had an absolute pitcher's duel between Ant Phillips and Hunter Dietz. And Valentine and Gibbler were both excellent out of the pen. Just 2 pitchers used from either side. The 2-2. Grounded foul. 2 multi-hit games this week. I should say 3 now after the one on Friday for Camden Kojal. It was 4 for 6 in the midweeks against Northern Colorado. 2-time Nebraska Gatorade Player of the Year. Star at Arkansas. Right, there's Uhas, 2 down. Interesting defensive alignment today, Grayson, for the Gamecocks. I'll give it to you. It's Randolph, Bach, and Uhas left to right in the outfield. Parker is at 3rd. Scobie's at short, Sutter is at 2nd, Hollins is at 1st, and LeCroy is behind the plate. So a couple of changes. Parker getting an opportunity today at 3rd. Randolph, first time seeing him in the outfield.
Yeah, Arkansas is throwing another lefty, and talked a little yesterday about the little bit of scuffles that Lazama's had. Randolph getting an opportunity out there in the left, get another righty bat in the lineup.
Randolph listed as a catcher on the roster, coming over from Presbyterian, who's mostly a designated hitter, but caught some as well. Not sure if he had any outfield time at PC.
Normally when something like that happens, first play of the game is a fly ball to you, and haven't seen it yet.
Stone ahead of Helfrich, 0-2. Missing outside. Shawnee Mission, Kansas, Brandon Stone. A bit of a swingman in his 2 seasons with South Carolina. Grounded to the right side, Hollins will take it himself and beats Helfrich to the bag, and it's a 1-2-3 first for Brandon Stone. A 2-0 the count on Tyler Bach, who is 3 for 6 in this series with a walk and an RBI. He's also stolen a base, average up to 273. He's a junior from Sugar Hill, Georgia, and a transfer from Wofford. Going from the SoCon to the SEC. He's had a good week, Grayson. In the midweek, he was 2 for 3 with a walk and 3 runs scored against Charlotte, and 3 for 6 in this series.
He has, and what I loved was got the tough bullpen arm. Cole Gibbler, lefty. First pitch, attacked it and hit it to the right field wall as he grounds out to short right here.
And the throw just beats Bach. 1 down. And he's shown one thing this season through the ups and the downs. He's thriving in those clutch situations late.
Yeah, without a doubt. Had the early ones against Northern Kentucky, another big one yesterday.
Here's Will Craddock, freshman from Anderson, South Carolina. Looking for his first hit of the series. Bit of a tough series for Craddock. He's 0 for 7 with a walk. Average still looking good at 353. Oh, and he rocks that into left. It's off the wall. Retrieved by Ruiz. A 1-out double for Will Craddock.
Craddock puts a charge into this one, probably a foot away from a 2-out home run, or 1-out home run, excuse me. Maybe a changeup right there that sits out over the plate. That's where he wants it, so he can get those big arms extended. It's at 107 miles an hour off the bat, and just below the yellow line in left field.
Got to the wall in a hurry. So he's in scoring position with 1 down for KJ Scobie. Ball 1. Scobie 3 for 8 in the series. Had a 2-run homer on Friday night. Now hitting .310, 4 homers and 17 runs batted in.
Hey, focus on us. Focus on us.
Team leader in runs batted in. Looking for one here with Craddock leading off second. There's a strike. Sophomore from Lakeland, Florida. Came into this weekend 3rd in the SEC in doubles, has 10 of those. Two and 1 the count. Scobie at the yesterday. Coach Lee said in post-game, my message to Guy, he has to turn the page, stay confident, stay aggressive. And Monty Lee said, I expect him to go out there and stay aggressive and be who he is.
Without a doubt, you got to flush that one. Every day is a new day and new opportunity.
And he's ahead in the count now, 3-1. For a guy who walks few hitters, Grayson, you expect Scobie to get something to hit here.
I think so, and Scobie's not a guy that walks a whole lot either. He's going to be ready to swing, and good take right there.
Ball 4.
Anytime you're in a 2-0-3-1 type count, you want to pick one pitch in one spot. If you don't get it, move to the next one.
It's just the 6th walk of the year issued by Fisher to go along with 36 strikeouts. So it's 1st and 2nd, 1 down for Talmadge LeCroy. One no the count on LeCroy. 5th-year senior from Belton, South Carolina. Those are his numbers: 272, 4 homers, 16 runs batted in. Helfrich to the mound to have a chat with Fisher.
I think Helfrich's probably telling him right now, your misses are not big misses at all. They're probably missing by 3 or 4 inches throughout different quadrants of the zone. Just letting him catch his breath here and get back to doing what he does well.
He's been outstanding as the lowest ERA among the starters, though his last 2 starts he's been touched a bit. It's fouled off by LeCroy. Now, last weekend, Fisher was getting the start against Mississippi State. 4 2/3, 4 hits, 3 runs, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts, 85 pitches, and no decision. His only loss in the year was the weekend prior against Stetson. First 3 starts, he was nearly untouchable. Gets ahead of Lee Croy, 1 2. Lee Croy 0 for 5 in the series, has walked twice. He gets hit, so the bases are loaded with Gamecocks. 1 down here in the first.
Good job right there from Lee Croy in a disadvantaged count, holding his ground and taking one off the foot. Fisher only 1 hit batter as well coming in, so just not a lot of free passes. 2 here in the bottom of the first.
Only needed 86 pitches to do it. It was a run rule win, a complete game shutout, the first 8-inning one-hitter in program history. And he earned SEC Pitcher of the Week honors for that effort. Here's a bat that's starting to heat up for South Carolina, Bo Hollins.
Good play right there by Fisher, but Hollins able to get the job done. Box on the board with an RBI ground out.
And the runners advance to second and third on the play. So it's a 2-out RBI opportunity now for Logan Sutter. Grounds to third. Pompey, the long throw across the diamond to retire Sutter. Gamecocks load the bases. They get 1, and we'll head. Does have a couple of walks, an RBI, and a run scored.
You can see why he's hit so many home runs in his collegiate career. He's got that lofty left-handed swing, just hasn't been able to connect too much here this weekend, but a prolific power hitter.
Stone pointing to his hat. Maybe a comm issue here early on, Grayson.
Yeah, we had one late yesterday with Valentine. Looks like it's back working.
Missing inside. Count evens at 2-2 on Zach Stewart. Stone's last start was Sunday against Air Force in February. That's pulled foul. Since then, he's been out of the pen. Three innings in that start against Air Force, just 1 run. So no decision. Carolina won the game. Stewart stays alive. Stone has given Carolina length and relief, 3 2/3 against Princeton. Didn't surrender a run. Actually earned the win in relief, 50 pitches. Lifted out to left center. This one headed towards the gap. Bach on the run, and he won't get there. It's up against the wall. A leadoff double in the top of the second for Zach Stewart. His first hit of the series, 200th hit of his career.
Yeah, there's some of that power to all fields you were just mentioning, Dave. Gets a changeup. Hits it off the fence out there in front of the Arkansas bullpen. 200 hits, that's a lot of hits.
Congratulations to Zach Stewart on that accomplishment. He's in scoring position for the Razorbacks. Here's Micah New. New in the series, 4 for 9. A couple of homers. They were both on Friday night. Overall numbers now hitting .308, 5 homers and 26 runs batted in. This is their 25th game of the season. 1-1 the count.
That's something this Arkansas lineup will do. They'll put down some bunts, a couple really good bunts yesterday. Saw Kojal, who leads their team in a lot of offensive categories, put down 2 bunts.
New doesn't have one yet this season. Now swinging away, he pops it up, foul territory. This is head to the seats. New had that monster game on Friday night when he drove in 6, 2 homers and a 2-run double. Scored 4 runs in the victory and made one of the best catches you'll ever see in center field.
Just to show you how good that catch was, we talked to him in the post game and asked him what was his favorite, the 2 home runs or the diving catch. Not many days you hit 2 home runs and drive in 6 where your favorite part is a defensive play. It was an unbelievable play out there in the left center gap.
An airborne for a full extension catch to Rob Ethan Wazama.
He didn't even think about it. He answered right away, no hesitation.
Popped up. The third baseman, Parker, stays with it. 1 down. Series, the hit, a double. He's also walked twice. One. .60 hitter, 1 homer, and 11 driven in on the season for Robinette. In his 4th season with Arkansas. He's behind 0-2. Stewart, after the leadoff double, leads off second. Got him. Stone strikes out Robinette. Second strikeout for Brandon Stone.
Yeah, we've seen all 4 of Stone's pitches here today. This is I think a cutter that he seemed kind of rock his head to the side. Wasn't where he was trying to go with it. A lot of times that happens and you end up getting away with it. And certainly does there for the strikeout.
It leaves it up to Kuhio Aloy. Aloy out of Hawaii, one of 2 Hawaiians in the starting lineup for the Razorbacks. Hitting .289, 4 homers, and 23 runs batted in. Preseason All-American, preseason All-SEC, second team. Stone gets ahead 0-2.
Imagine Stone will go right back to that cutter slider off the plate here ahead. Try and start it on the outside corner and sweep off the plate. Decoy setting up way out there.
He did not go, says Fredo Burkeen over at first. Burkeen at first, John Brammer is our second base umpire, Jeff Heads at third, and Jason Bradley is behind the plate today. 1-2 the count on Aloy. Stewart leads off second. Grounded to third. Parker throws out Aloy. And no, they're going to say safe. They're going to say he bobbled the ball.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I think Gamecocks and
South Carolina
Monty Lee are going to challenge this
challenging
one.
ruling of safe at first base. The previous play is under review.
Ooh, I didn't see that. Kind of looked down at my book.
Oh, I'm sure Holland's going to argue that it had it long enough.
I think this one may stay. Call on the field.
At review, the runner is safe. South Carolina has 1 challenge remaining.
Big break right there for the Razorbacks. Extend this inning. Now you got a runners on first and third with 2 outs.
So an error for the Gamecocks Two-out RBI opportunity now for TJ Pompey. The runners at the corners. Ball one. Pompey is of Coppell, Texas. Texas Tech transfer. In the series, 3 for 8. Scored 3 runs. He homered on Friday night, part of a multi-hit game. Doubled yesterday. High fly ball, center field. Bach camps under it, shades the eyes, and makes the play. And Arkansas will leave 2. We will go to the bottom of the second. It's 1-0 Carolina. Will be tagged.
Great swing right there by Bach with 2 strikes. Able to drive in Randolph, but wasn't. While I was watching the throw and the runner, didn't see if Bach maybe hesitated here. Let's see, great swing to stay inside that breaking ball. Yeah, hesitates right there.
RBI single for Bach. Out trying to advance to second. Uhas is at third with 2 down. Craddock at the plate. Oh, 0-2 the count. It's probably a little more special for the coaches when you've played there.
Oh, without a doubt.
One and 1 the count on Damian Ruiz, who struck out his first time up. Charging from third, Parker. The off-balance throw is on target.
That's a nice play right there from Parker to get the speedy Ruiz.
Brandon Stone looking for his second 1-2-3 inning. He had one in the first, looking for one here in the third. He has to get through Camden Kojal to do it. Kojal flew out to right field his first time up. He's 0 for 1, hitting .356. Takes ball 1. Kojal was solid as a freshman at Vanderbilt, but really broke out last year as a sophomore for Arkansas, and you see what he's done this season. We asked Coach Van Horn in our call before the series, Grayson, about Kojal's year last year. It's been incredibly fun to watch, as advertised.
No question.
Van Horn said we were looking for athletic outfielders out of the portal. They got them. Robinette at the plate. Driving the first run of the game for the Razorbacks. He's behind in the count, 1-2. Struck out his first time up against Stone. Play made at first. New advances to third. 2 down. Malloy is due up. He reached on an error in the second. Stone off the mound. Fires sidearm to Hollins. And that'll do it for the Razorbacks. They'll leave a runner at third. We go to the bottom of the fourth. It remains 3-0 Carolina.
Here at the University of South Carolina, I didn't have to choose between playing D1 ball and law school. You know, ever since I came here, my world just started expanding. They put me on this hallway with a bunch of doors and then...
Off back-to-back. We'll bring up Tyler Bach. Bach 1 for 2, grounded out the first, an RBI single in the second. That misses low. Just misses the inside corner. Stone thought he had it.
Yeah, went with that slower breaking ball right there, just broke around the plate. Unable to get the call.
4 Ks, has had at least one each inning. Here's the 2-2. Charging from third, Parker. Making it look easy, 1 down.
I've seen a couple plays like that from Parker. Charging in, you want to throw that ball to the outfield shoulder of your first baseman, let it tail back. Good accurate throw.
Nolan Souza due up. He's 0 for 1. He struck out against Stone in the third. And up 2-1 the count. First to check on Helfrich. Fake break. Draws the attention of LeCroy.
Yeah, the lefty in the box as a catcher, you just got to rely on your teammates to yell runner right when they see that fake break.
It's ball 4. Second, nobody out. And Mike Anu, who's been very dangerous this series, is due up. Today so far, 1 for 2. He popped up in the second, doubled in the fourth. On a ground ball up the middle. Here comes Coach Rooney out to the mound. Terry Rooney in his second season as the pitching coach. He originally left LSU to become the head coach at UCF, where he was the AAC Coach of the Year in 2014. He's coached at a lot of stops. GW, James Madison, Old Dominion, where he recruited Justin Verlander, Stetson, Notre Dame, Alabama, and Houston. A lot of experience for Terry Rooney, who pitched collegiately himself at Radford.
A lot of different stops for Coach Rooney. Extended conversation there with the entire Gamecock infield. Knew not a guy you're probably going to double up, but with Brandon Stone on the mound, there's a decent chance you're getting a ground ball. Just want to secure an out.
Here's this summer's Cape Cod League MVP, Mike Anu. Hitting .312, 5 homers and 26 runs batted in. 2 of those homers were on Friday night. Fouls it back, 1-1 the count. 286 as a freshman, 291 as a sophomore. And last year at Marshall. There's a strike. Stone strikes out New. 5th strikeout for Brandon Stone.
Yeah, nice job right there from Stone. Stayed soft on Micah New. Went with the slurvier breaking ball as opposed to the hard one, able to get him out front for the first out.
Big strikeout for Stone. Now a ground ball pitcher is 1 ground ball away from getting out of this inning. This is Robinette.
Robinette with a big hole on the left side of the infield. Shot one over there on Friday night.
They're shifting on Robinette. Pops up the bunt attempt. Elfrick. 1-2 from Kersher. Foul back. Just saw the at-bat from Parker. Bach and Parker were high school teammates. When Parker went in the transfer portal, he convinced his friend Bach to go into the portal. They recruited Parker, and Bach was highly recommended. Almost came as a package. Craddock 1 for 3. He doubled in the first, scored a run. Since then, he struck out and flown out to center field. 352 hitter, 5 homers, 15 runs batted in. RBI opportunity here with Bach leading off second. One and 2 the count. Two and two.
Whatever you want this pitch, coming to you, Cam. Coming to you, Cam.
Craddock, team leader in average on base percentage, tied for the team lead in homers. Pulls that one foul. Monty Lee said after taking over, look guys, we can do one of 2 things. We can either give up or we can give it everything we've got. So they're gonna get my very best every single day. I'm gonna encourage these guys to build their confidence. We're gonna be as positive as we can. Give it everything we've got to get it going in the right directions. Going in the right direction today so far, Grayson.
It absolutely is. And there's absolutely nothing you can do about what happened yesterday. All you can do is wake up, come to the park ready to play, ready to work, and have a positive attitude, which they've done so far today. And it's been very contagious.
2 and 2 the count on Craddock. Kojal tracks that down. 2 away.
See what makes Ethan McElvain so tough. 6'4", 250 from the left side with a fastball in the mid-90s. Able to get in on the hands of Craddock right there.
Big infield. Big infield. Come on, hands.
Here's KJ Scobie looking for a 2-out RBI. Take strike 1. Scobie 0 for 2 with a walk. He walked in the first, grounded out in the third, then popped up in the 5th. 304 hitter, 4 homers, 17 driven in. .95 misses from McElvain. Scobie out of the Kiel Academy of Technology, Florida. Excellent athlete, was all-state in baseball, basketball, and golf. One and two the count, the Gamecock shortstop. 2-2. At one point was a Louisville commit, picked South Carolina over Alabama, Oregon, TCU, and others. Sophomore season, the Gamecocks on a line, right at Kojal. And that, especially towards the end of the season with more on the line, because it's always concerning when you play a team like South Carolina with such a proud program, a couple national championships, though they've been struggling. He said, I talked to our team starting Wednesdays, and I said, you know, we're gonna get ready to go to a place where the team is fighting for everything they get. We're gonna get their best shot. Can't look past anyone in this league. I told them, I don't wanna learn a lesson in Columbia. If you think you're all that, you're not. You're gonna get your butt kicked real quick in this league.
Yeah, everybody in this league has talent. Coach Van Horn talking to his team yesterday saying it's not very often you get a chance to go on the road and win a series, potentially sweep. But to his point, South Carolina's dug themselves a little bit of a hole here early in league play. Still a lot of baseball left. Going to be looking to play their best baseball.
Souza, who's had a nice day, picks up another hit, looking to stretch it. He's got a leadoff double here in the top of the 7th.
Souza having a really nice day, using the whole field, hit a home run just under the camera booth out in center field to the left of the batter's eye, and stays inside that one for a leadoff double.
Multi-hit game out of the 9 spot for Nolan Souza. This is Damian Ruiz. Grounds to short. One down. Souza stays put at second.
Yeah, it was one of the keys today was containing those top 2 hitters in the order. Ruiz 0 for 4, Kojal 0 for 2 with a walk. Not allowing those guys to get on base.
Well, Kojal will have the opportunity here. Left-on-left matchup with Prisco. Kojal gave the Gamecocks problems last year as 5 for 12 in this series. Pair of multi-hit games. It was in his first year with the Razorbacks, coming over from Vanderbilt. Showed some advanced hitting tools for a freshman. Now in his junior year.
Nice block back there by Lake Road. Ball bounced well in front of the plate. Keeps the runner at second.
Runner with good speed in Souza. Two and two the count. Missing up and away. The count is full. Kojal, an excellent athlete. Millard South High School, Nebraska, first team all-state football player there as well. Fouls it off. Has USA baseball experience on the under-18 team. drive in a run here. Souza leads off second, 3-2 the count on Kojal. One down in the 7th.
From the Razorbacks. 91, so I'm thinking that was maybe trying to throw a cutter that backs up on Russell. No doubter from Helfrich.
2-run shot here in the 7th. Doubles the run total for the Razorbacks. They trail 8-4. Home run number 6 on the season for Ryder Helfrich. Ripped, but right at Hollins to close out the top of the 7th. Time to stretch from Founders Park. South Carolina leads Arkansas 8-4.
It's official. Jack Hughes has signed on the dotted line.
Jack Hughes has just inked a new deal.
He's on our team now, baby. He's locked in.
Jack Hughes has signed with a new team. Because Jack knows if he wants to go unchecked on the ice, he needs to get checked by the pros off the ice.
Get checked.
Hockey is here. The Spinorama's here. Virtuoso. Intensity coming in hot. Here. Wild turns, clappers, and Saturday snipers. All here. All the excitement hitting us live here. Old school and new school in multi-view right here. The final playoff push and the Stanley Cup final. Oh, it's here, baby, on ESPN.
Founders Park this afternoon. Here's one of 4 homers for South Carolina.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of home runs this entire weekend on both sides, and LeCroy does not miss leading off here in the bottom of the 7th.
4, 5, and 6 for Carolina. LeCroy, Hollins, and Sutter. Against Ethan McIlvain. Four homers for the Gamecocks, 2 for the Razorbacks. LeCroy was hit by a pitch in the 1st. That solo shot was in the 3rd, and then he grounded out in the 5th. Officially 1 for 2. Takes a pitch inside. Two and 1. We've seen more emotion from this team this weekend, Grayson. Of course, winning helps. They hold on today. Coach Lee said, I'm not going to tolerate being down in the dumps, poor body language if something doesn't go our way. Have to carry ourselves like winners. This one's popped up. You know, even if you're torn up inside, especially after the loss yesterday, just winning behaviors that we have to find. So we have great players in this program, great kids in the program, and we'll get there.
Yeah, sometimes when things aren't going your way, you almost have to trick yourself into thinking you're the best player on the field. Flush what happened yesterday and be ready to play, and these guys have been so far today against a really tough Arkansas team.
A team that was in the College World Series last year. It's currently ranked number 4 in the country. Gonna salvage a series after dropping a heartbreaker yesterday. 1-1 the count on Bo Hollins. Hollins drove in a run in the 1st on an RBI ground out. Looking for his first hit of the day. Hollins hitting 190, no homers, 6 runs batted in. 6 homers last season as a freshman, all in SEC play. His first was at Arkansas. Mr. Sam looking for a long ball here from Hollins. Fouls it back. He got Arkansas, Auburn, Ole Miss, A&M, Mississippi State, and LSU last year. Thought he made a great case to be a member of the SEC All-Freshman team.
No question.
Didn't get the honor. Oh, a rocket up the middle. Was past McIlvain. And a one-out single here in the 7th.
Oh, getting a lot of opportunities from the right side of the plate this weekend. Some of the lefties Arkansas has thrown. Shoots another one back up the middle.
Here's Sutter. Helfrich out to the mound to have a chat with McIlvain. 1-0 the count on Sutter. What's this talk about, Grayson?
And nobody getting loose, so he may have seen something from his pitcher. Talking about how they want to attack Sutter. Full of experienced guys. And every pitcher is different. When you're a catcher, you got to know the personality of every guy on your staff. Some guys you want to get on, some guys you got to kind of inch them along a little bit, tell them their stuff's really good, even if it's not. Just knowing what makes each guy tick. Helfrich being the player and leader he is, I'm sure he does.
This is an All-American catcher for the Razorbacks. Sutter through the left side. Hollins will stop at second, and it's first and second with one down here in the 7th.
Good job right there from Logan Sutter, being ready for the fastball. Isn't second guessing. Gets the barrel out front, ropes it through the 6-hole.
That'll bring up Jake Randolph, who has a solo shot and a 2-run shot. And with 2 guys on, maybe an opportunity for a 3-run shot.
Wouldn't that be something? Used to train with a guy, Chandler Redmond, when I was still playing. I think he's one of 2 people in any level of baseball hit for the home run cycle. Solo, 2-run, 3-run, and grand slam. Pretty crazy.
Throw down to first. Sutter gets back.
You always got to be heads up on the bases with Helfrich behind the plate. Elite defensive catcher. Trying to steal his out, stealing out.
Two and 1 the count on Jake Randolph. First season with the Gamecocks. Looking for the 3-run shot there.
Kind of lost his grip, finished, one-hand finish with his top hand.
Hollins leads off second, Sutter off first. 2 and 2 the count on Randolph. It's a base hit for Randolph. Hollins will stop at third, and the bases are loaded. 3 straight singles. Hollins, Randolph.
Randolph's just having an unbelievable day at the plate. Coach Lee calling time. We're going to see a pinch runner here.
Also going to have a mound visit from the Razorbacks and pitching coach Matt Hobbs.
Lozama going to run for Randolph, and what a day as Randolph exits the game.
Jake Randolph, a walk, solo homer, a 2-run homer, and a single. Reaches 4 times, lifted for the pinch runner Lozama. And remember, Randolph starting in left field, not his natural position, so Lozama not only the runner, but also the defensive replacement in left field.
Yeah, that's something you hinted at, Dave. Good call. Randolph, not a lot of experience in the outfield. Thought if the Gamecocks had a lead late, we may see a defensive replacement.
Matt Hobbs had his chat with McIlvaine. It's bases loaded, 1 down. And someone who has mashed left-handed pitching throughout his career. They lead 9-4. The bases remain loaded.
That was set up perfectly for the Razorbacks. One hopper right to Pompey, just inaccurate throw. A little confusion over there at third. Looks like Sutter was kind of caught in between.
Parker grounds, just foul. Uhas is given an RBI and a fielder's choice. Lozama advanced to second on the throwing error charge to Pompey. Sutter advanced to third. Bases loaded, 1 down. RBI opportunity for Eric Parker. One and one. Parker 0 for 3 so far. Sutter is your runner at third. Randolph is at second. Uhas leads off first. McIlvaine strikes out Parker, 2 down. Here comes a batter who's excelled in these situations. Runners in scoring position with 2 down. Bach, a triple away from the cycle. It's RBI single in the second. Solo homer in the fourth, and RBI double in the sixth. This season, he's hitting .423 with runners in scoring position and 600 bases loaded.
348 with 2 outs as well. Everything in this situation in his favor. Having a chat with Coach Monty Lee.
Left on left matchup with McIlvaine. Another way foul. In the hole, 0-2. Bach 3 for 4 so far today. Sutter leads off third, Randolph off second, Uhas off first. Called, strike 3. McIlvaine gets Bach looking, and the Gamecocks will leave them loaded. They get another run, and we'll head to the 8th. It's 9-4 Carolina.
Run lead in the top of the 8th.
Got his first start in the Tuesday midweek at the Citadel, lasted 2/3 of an inning, 24 pitches, making his season debut, his Carolina debut after transferring over from Florida, 2 years with the Gators. 22 appearances, 3 starts. 2 of those starts were in SEC play. Play. Had one appearance here at Founders Park on May 2nd a year ago. 5, 6, and 7 due up for the Razorbacks, starting with Micah New. Okay, first pitch up and in. New's 1 for 3, popped up in the second, doubled in the fourth, struck out in the sixth. 309 hitter, 5 homers, 26 runs batted in. 2-0 the count. Philpott had been sick, starting to feel a little bit better. He was out with illness. A little wild right now. They were hoping he'd be available to pitch today. Someone who was great in the fall, was one of their better guys. Coaching staff thought maybe pitch selection was the problem that start at the Citadel. Physically, he was throwing a lot of strikes. Not right now, though. 4-pitch walk to Micah New. They were planning on starting him last Sunday at Florida, but he was really sick the whole weekend. Spent the week trying to get better, hoping he'd be available for today.
Yeah, none of those pitches that first at bat particularly close. This will be an extended meeting here. Cooper Park's getting loose in the Gamecock bullpen. He's throwing his first couple warm-up pitches. See if Coach Rooney can maybe give him a mechanical or mental adjustment, get him back in the strike zone here.
He pitched in that crazy weather delay game that we had, Grayson, last year against Florida. He's the one who restarted the game after Liam Peterson threw 7 pitches before a 3-hour delay. Florida went on to win that game 9-5. Reese Robinette is 1 for 3. Misses. 1-0 the count on Robinette. Struck out in the second, grounded out in the fourth, an RBI double his last time up in the sixth. There's a strike.
Good adjustments right there from Philpott. Was missing high into the arm side the entire at bat to New. Both of those pitches knee high.
Rutenbar gets his first hit of the series. 2-out single here in the 8th. Pinch hit for Aloy in the 6th, struck out. Now he's 1 for 2. TJ Pompey getting some instruction.
Nate Thompson having a conversation with Pompey. How they want to attack Philpott here with 2 outs.
Thompson, the hitting coach and recruiting coordinator for the Razorbacks. Played his ball at Dallas Baptist.
We're talking about those programs with the most wins since 2017. Dallas Baptist in that top 10.
They're right up there, yeah. One the count on Pompey. Flew out to center field in the second, grounded out in the 5th, popped up in the 6th. 2 down here in the top of the 8th. 2-1. Rutenbar leads off first. Count evens at 2-2. Fans here at Founders Park getting behind Alex Philpott. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. Lays off and the count is full. Rutenbar will be on the move from first. The 3-2. Got him. Philpott strikes out Pompey. And that'll do it for the Razorbacks in the top of the 8th. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. As homestand with a win before they hit the road for 4. 2, 3, and 4 due up for South Carolina, starting with Will Craddock. Craddock is 1 for 4. They hit a double back in the first, scored a run. Pitch up high. Average at 347, 5 homers, 15 runs batted in on the season for Craddock. 1-1 the count. Opponents hitting .094 this season. I'll check that. That was against McIlvain. Against McGuire. Still good, 148.
Yeah, you'll take that.
One and 2 the count on the freshman Craddock. He's one of 12 hits this afternoon for South Carolina. 4 of those hits have left the yard. Craddock out of T.L. Hanna High School. Anderson, South Carolina native. Strikes out here, 1 down in the 8th.
That was a nice changeup right there from McGuire. Good arm side run, good arm speed to set down Craddock.
Pitch up high to Scobie.
Coming to you, Cam. To you, Cam.
Scobie 0 for 3 of the walk. He walked in the first. Since then, a ground out. Pop up and a line out. And that misses. Three-0 the kid hitter, KJ Scobie. It's a 4-pitch walk. Scobie has no stolen bases yet on the season, Grayson. He has some decent speed, though. You try to put him in motion, give him a scoring position, get an insurance run here in the 8th?
Without seeing how McGuire is to the plate, maybe see what his times are, what his holds are. Seems to be fairly quick.
Gamecocks have not run much this season, just 10 stolen bases through their first 24 games. One and one the count. Now behind 1-2. Should they send him? Helfrich coming into this weekend has thrown out 18%. Lofted out to short center field. And the shortstop, Kojal, makes the play.
This sets up more for an opportunity here, Dave, with the lefty up, 2 outs. He's seen 4 or 5 pitches where he's been able to time them up. If there's a time that Scobie may try and get in scoring position, it'd be here. Short lead over there.
Hollins singled his last time up. He's 1 for 4. RBI ground out in the first. Couple ground outs in the third and the fifth, and then that single in the 7th. One and one the count on the Carolina first baseman, Bo Hollins. Lexington, South Carolina native out of River Bluff High School. 2-2. Called strike 3. McGuire gets Hollandful to be here today. It means a lot to me. I've coached in the state of South Carolina my whole life. I've lived here my whole life. He said nobody loves baseball in this state more than I do.
Yeah, no question. Something I can relate to growing up, coming to these games. And I know he is very grateful for the opportunity to lead this team going forward.
Nolan Souza has had a nice day from the 9 spot, multi-hit game, homered in the 5th, doubled in the 7th, has scored 2 runs. A 1-1 the count. Souza was coached in high school by former Razorback Rick Nomura. Played at Arkansas 2015, 2016. Some terrific players from the state of Hawaii have played for the Razorbacks. The Lloyd brothers as well. That's well hit. And a drop into right field. Leadoff single here in the 9th for Souza.
Souza having a great day. 3 for 4, a home run, a double, and now a leadoff single in the 9th.
Here comes Monty Lee. He's going to make a pitching change. Take the ball from Philpott, and we will take a break. South Carolina leads Arkansas 9-4 here in the top. York, South Carolina native. Souza's at first, Ruiz at the plate. Ruiz really hurt South Carolina the first 2 games of this series. They've held him in check today. He's 0 for 4. One and one the count. Opponents hitting 270 so far this season against Parks. Has a couple of wins. Credited with the win against Princeton and USC Upstate. Ahead of Ruiz, 1-2. Made 7 appearances last year for the Gamecocks as a freshman. Just 7 innings total, a bigger part of the bullpen this season. Lined over the head of Sutter. A base hit for Ruiz. And it's first and second, nobody out.
Good job right there by Ruiz. Doesn't try and do too much. Gets a breaking ball from Parks with 2 strikes. Breaking off the plate, just sticks his bat out, flips it to center field.
10th hit of the game for the Razorbacks. Trying to fight back here in the top of the 9th. Monty Lee coming back out. Looks like that'll be it. Seems a little surprised he'll exit.
Needs to execute his pitches.
Saw him on Friday night briefly, 3rd of an inning. Didn't go his way, looking to rebound here on a Sunday afternoon. Souza leads off second, Ruiz off first. This is Kojal. Ball 1. Kojal 0 for 3 with a walk so far this afternoon. This is what he's done this season. Impressive stuff. One and 1 the count. All SEC honors a year ago for Kojal. Preseason All SEC this season. Preseason All-American as well. That misses. The fans here at Founders are not.
They're not. Thought maybe that clipped the top. Coach Lee not happy. In a swing pitch right there, 1-1.
Two on the count on Kojal. 2-2. Popped up. Scobie. One down.
Nice job by Marlack coming back. Didn't get the call. 1-1. Gets Kojal to chase up. And a weak pop up right there to KJ Scobie for the first out.
And there comes Ryder Helfrich. A couple of at-bats ago, Grayson, you had mentioned he didn't have a hit in this series, though he had walked a bunch. Since then, single and a run scored in the 6th and a 2-run shot in the 7th.
Yeah, he bunted one about 20 feet, showed his wheels, and then hits one over 440 feet. It's a tremendous player.
Preseason All-American, has a multi-hit game. One and 1. Helfrich on the Buster Posey watch list and the Golden Spikes watch list. Drives that deep to left field, threatens the pole. Is it fair? No. Here's what he did in the 7th.
Yeah, got that backup cutter.
This is a crucial initiated review. The previous play is under review. Really on the field is a foul ball.
Looks like they're going to take another look at this foul ball from Helfrich. Crew initiated.
It looked at first like he was headed towards the pole, high above the pole. They called it foul.
Yeah, you had a similar one when you were calling the Carolina Citadel game. Will Craddock hit one high and far. Tough to tell sometimes exactly where it crosses.
That one they originally called a foul, and then they overturned it. They overturn this, and it's 9-7.
After review, the ball is foul. Arkansas is not charged a challenge on this play. They still have 2 remaining.
Remains a foul ball, a long foul ball off the bat of Helfrich. Marlat's ahead, 1-2. That misses. 2-2 the count. Souza leads off second, Ruiz off first. Oof. Get a better grip here, Grayson.
Yeah, sometimes when the temperatures rise, been catching all game, get sweaty, hands get a little sweaty. Getting some reinforcements.
First and second, one down in the top of the 9th. The 2-2. Call, strike 3. Gets Helfrich looking.
That's perfect execution right there from Parker Marlatt. I think Helfrich may have been looking for that big curveball. He dotted at 93, right on the black at the knees.
Now it's up to Zach Stewart. Razorbacks down to their final out. Stewart doubled in the 2nd, struck out in the 4th, walked in the 6th, grounded out in the 7th. He's 1 for 3. There's strike 1. Oh, and 2 the count on Stewart.
Great job right there from Marlatt. Came into a tough spot, 1st and 2nd, nobody out, as the Gamecocks get their 2nd win against a ranked opponent this season.
They defeated Clemson 7-0 on February 27th. They defeat Arkansas 9-4 today. 9 runs on 12 hits and 1 error for the Gamecocks.